I'm Dylan the Butcher Ludwig. I'm fighting September 9th at Fighters Rep 19 at the Commerce Casino. I come from originally Vacaville, California, but I've been out in Simi Valley the last about 5 years. Just a little bit about me. I grew up playing baseball. I was more in a sports athletic guy, kind of shy and quiet. Now I'm a fighter. I feel like now, as time has gone, I have started to become like a more intimidating looking person, more I guess standoffish, RBF if you call it. Inside, I'm just a human too. That's really about it. You know, we have a certain switch that we turn on when we fight that I think all fighters have. And right now, if you watch the way I fight, you can see that switch that I have once it turns on. I like to have fun, I like to hang out with my friends. I still like to do things that, you know, regular people do, but also I like to hit people in the face. It's, I don't know, kind of stoic. I'd say I got into fighting just like everybody else. You know, you first start with an interest, something piques you, whether it be a fight, a technique, a video game, a TV show, whatever it is. You first step in your first gym and you get that like fresh scent of different possibilities. You don't know what you're doing it for. I went into it just to find something as like a hobby, you know, new kid in town, didn't really have much as in friends-wise. I was just by myself really, except for my dad and my brother. And then being able to go to that gym and get comfortable with other people, but also learning a skill that also helped boost my confidence in ways that I didn't think would was probably the best benefit from it. You know, I'm someone that I'm not as in my head anymore. I just do the things that I want to do without second guessing myself. You know, there's so many things I used to worry about, and in reality, they're just things that I'm allowing to hold myself back, and fighting allowed me to break some of those chains so I can do the things I wanted to do and be me. And along the way, I found out that I actually really like fighting, and you know, I feel like when I fight, I'm also fighting a little bit of myself, because there's still a little bit of that doubt, that fear that you're always gonna have looming in the back of you. And every time I fight, I'm going out there to beat that person. And if I can beat that person, I can beat anybody. The main thing that's changed is my mentality. I think that's the most important thing. You know, I have a great group of guys here, a great team that I have around me that are supporting me and helping me look in the right direction where I need to go. There are times where I beat myself up too much, and they're here to remind me that, hey, it's okay, mistakes happen, we're human. That's what this is. This is training, we're here to train to get better. And I would allow myself to break down in training and cause myself to be so upset that I didn't do something correct when that's not the goal. The goal is to just get better. And I can't get better if I keep holding myself back and being upset that I didn't get it right. So I'd say just the mindset has completely changed. I've learned to laugh things off a little bit more, be more calm, and by doing so, my mind is open up to more ideas and more possibilities that you can answer from different combinations, positions, angles, a lot of different things. It definitely gradually happened. There were times where I saw glimpses of what I could potentially be, or potentially what I was going towards, but I would still allow myself to hold myself back. Leading up to the Kike fight, like that whole camp, I would just be in my head, like I was going down, I was training, I was putting in the hours and all that stuff, but a little bit in the back of me was still just like, okay, well, what if? And in reality, I made that a harder fight than it needed to be. And since that, I've finished 2 people, and those fights were a lot easier than that fight against Enrique, because I wasn't fighting myself while I was in there. He's a great opponent and whatnot, and he helped push me to that level where I needed to be pushed so I can realize and conquer that little bit of inner voice inside that's trying to pull you back and just shut it down. I feel like I've developed more of the sense of what we try to do every time we step in this ring. We have this ideology, it's called the one bell mentality, where we go in, we hear one bell, and our opponent doesn't hear the second. So I've been really trying to grasp that idea and really trying to instill that into my fight style, into the type of fighter that I want to be, because that's the fighter that I want to be. I want to only hear one bell, that I'm in your face, this is a fight, get ready. because the next thing I want to hear is the sound of the applause from the crowd, looking around as they admire my work. Sattarov's a really good fighter. A lot of people know him. A lot of people are excited when he fights on these cards. And I feel like because I'm being matched with him, that my skill set's being recognized too. And especially with my past opponents as well, I definitely feel that my progression to where that I am now, I'm a lot better of a fighter than I was my first fight. And especially my second, my third, each fight I will be a better fighter. And with the type of opponent that I have right now in front of me, that if anything, the main thing I'm looking forward to is him bringing a better fighter out. I just know Sattarov is very intimidating fighter. He's definitely a walk him down fighter. He's in your face. He's trying to put the pace on you. He's trying to push the fight towards his way. And so that's the type of fighter I am. And I plan on doing that as well. And we'll just see who's the first one to keep stepping back. Yeah, I'm gonna be chasing the knockout the entire fight. One bell mentality. We hear the first bell, they don't hear the second. If we end up hearing the second, guess what? The next bell, that's the last bell they'll hear. And if they hear the next one, then we have one more after that. The entire fight, I'm gonna be coming for a finish. I have to give a main shout out to my coach, Rage. He pushed me to go plant-based. And that's one of those things where I've really noticed that my performance and my endurance and a lot of different things that I found in training have gone a lot better, and I'm able to push the pace faster and stronger. Each fight, I've gone down in weight, which has helped me with my output in every fight, if you watch each one right now. But I also feel that I am keeping the power from the previous fights as I go down. I'm fighting more natural weight class now, which is very beneficial for me because, now I don't have to fight anybody that's really too tall, which is the worst thing to do ever. But that being said, eating right, making sure I'm ready every single day. That way my body can recover and then I can be ready for the next day.
I think we're gonna have to tell George to get some new pictures because you still got a big old balloon.
Yeah, dude, I know. Yeah, I got the basketball head for the poster. I know. I think it's kind of funny though, still, just to use that one, just because it's like that was the first image that I feel people have seen of me. I like it because it shows that this is where I want it to be, and I feel now the next picture is gonna be the complete fighter that they'll see. Well, right now, our main goal is MMA. That's the route that we're gonna go towards. We like to do these kickboxing fights because we feel that these put us in the best possible situation to allow our striking to be the best. And I couldn't agree more. I enjoy doing these, and also I enjoy the idea of going out there, being in that limelight, risking it, even though it's not the sport that we're going towards. We're looking to start doing more MMA as the end of the year comes up. Shout out to Coach Rage, shout out to Raymond, my teammate, higher division. Shout out to Coach Thor, shout out to Pugilist, shout out to Coach Austin, shout out to Cam, shout out to Kevin, and yeah, much love, guys.